Ladies and gentlemen, they are now admitting that this retail apocalypse is far worse than anything they told us before. This is August 22nd, 2019, from The Insider. Gloomy labor statistics show that the retail apocalypse was far worse than we thought. The sector of the retail apocalypse still hangs over the whole industry, and the latest gloomy numbers from the Bureau of Labor Statistics indicate that it's not going anywhere soon. After reviewing its statistics on the numbers of new jobs created between 2018 and 2019, the Bureau cut its annual benchmark of non farm jobs by 501,000 jobs. These numbers aren't just a sign that Trump's signature tax cuts didn't actually spur more hiring. They never do. Those tax cuts are just to stuff money into rich people's pockets. It don't create any jobs, y'all. That is just a pipe dream they were selling the public. It never panned out that way. They're also in an indicator that retail is far from out of the woods. The industry was one of the hardest hit sectors on the Bureau of Labor Statistic list of revisions. And I can see that getting worse because the store closures are going to be even more. And they're saying with the recession, it may actually accelerate it a lot through 2020. It may cause more businesses and more industries to lose, you know, their business and shut their doors to their workers. So we shall see what happens. But they're saying that 2020 may actually be worse than this year. It turns out the retail trade boasts 146,400 fewer jobs than previously thought, a 0.9% drop. This isn't even the first time this year that the Bureau has released job numbers that painted a less than rosy picture for the retail industry. In February, it announced that there were 138,000 fewer jobs in retail than previously thought, the Washington Post reported. When it comes to labor issues, the world of retail has plenty to contend with. Bloomberg reported that private equity has cost 597,000 retail employees their job. Wow, that's a lot of people. Bloomberg reported that private equity has cost, wow, that's over a 500,000 people. Meanwhile, topics around the push to raise the federal minimum wage and to raise the automation and e commerce have also prompted questions about the future retail jobs. The changing times have caused some businesses to fall victim to the retail apocalypse, shutting stores and laying off thousands of workers. Particularly hard hit states include West Virginia, Vermont, Rhode Island, Ohio, Connecticut, and Maryland. Business Insider Haley Peterson reported. Wow. And you know, the trade war is only going to make things worse. But I mean, how can the numbers really be good for retailers if they're closing all of these stores down across the country? And these stores are not coming back, y'all. They're not coming back. You know, how do you bring stores back when you have such a major population decline going on in the country? So ultimately, what's going to happen is people are going to have to drive further to get to these retailers as they continue to close all through next year, because I know a couple of the dollar stores are going to be shutting a lot of their doors, and you have still a lot more retailers. I just saw some of the plus size stores out here that are going to be closing this year into 2020. So this thing, it's not going anywhere. It's not. And the recession is going to make it worse. How do you close your doors and you got to mark your products up because China is throwing all kinds of tariffs on the US, and they're fighting back against this trade war. They really are. They're not just taking this crap off of Trump. They're really digging in for the fight. And all I can say to people is prepare yourself for the worst as Trump continues on this trade war. And he just announced that he may take the tariffs from 15% to 30% on China. So it's no telling how China's going to retaliate. But we shall find out, won't we? But I do know one thing, prices are definitely going up all over the place. And I was reading a lot of your comments, and I see how many of you are already seeing the outrageous prices in the supermarket and in the stores already. So this is probably going to be a tough year out in the consumer market. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.